Long ago, in the village of Umudim, there lived a man whose name opened doors. Mike Odili. He was a man of means, land, livestock, gold, and goods. People said even his yawn could buy a goat. Mike had everything, except a wife. The elders said, "A man with no wife is like a tree with no fruit." So pressure rose, from his mother, from the village, from within. He searched, but not in haste. He wanted not just beauty, but grace. And there she was, Dinma, daughter of a poor palm wine tapper. She carried herself like rain in dry season. Quiet, refreshing, impossible to ignore. Mike noticed her, not for her hips or lips, but for the kindness in her eyes, and the silence behind her smile. Soon, talk became greetings. Greetings became laughter, laughter became visits. And visits ended up marriage. The whole village danced. Even the ancestors, they say, shook their wrappers in joy. And so began their union, two hearts, one roof, a home full of joy, and a compound full of hope. But after 3 harvests, still, no cry of a child. At first, they waited, then, they worried. The whispers began. Has her womb swallowed stone? Can a rich man's house echo like this? And Mike's mother, pressed like a grinding stone. Dinma wept quietly at night, not just for herself, but for the fear of losing the man whose wealth held her family together. What would she do, if the tide turned? Before the storm comes, the sky is always calm. Even the happiest beginnings can hold hidden seeds of sorrow. Choose love with eyes open, and walk into marriage knowing that life tests every vow. In Umudim, the womb is more than a place of birth. It is a woman's pride. It is a mother's voice before she even speaks. It is how the world remembers her name after she is gone. Dinma had waited and waited, but her wait had become a big storm. Mike took her to healers. They bathed her in herbs, made her drink bitter roots and chew sacred bark. But her belly remained silent, so they turned to science. To Unity Grove Specialist Hospital, to modern medicine, to the town where answers cost more than yam, but promised results. And there, behind the white doors of diagnosis, stood Dr. Nneka, handsome, refined, sharp like a poisoned arrow wrapped in charm. He spoke gently, touched her hand longer than needed, and looked at her not like a patient, but like a woman unmet. Mike was there, at first, but work called him back to the village. And when Dinma returned for checkups, she went alone, each visit deeper than the last, each touch bolder than the first. Until one day, beneath the hospital light, she forgot her shame, and remembered only her fear of losing Mike. Does it matter, she whispered to herself. If he's happy, if my family eats, if the children bear his name, does it matter whose blood flows in their veins? And with that lie, she opened a door no one could close. Dinma started having a secret affairs with the Dr. Nneka. But Mike didn't notice anything suspicious. Weeks passed, and the signs began to show. Morning sickness, cravings, a womb that once slumbered now stirred. She told Mike she's pregnant with the baby. He wept, he danced, he made sacrifices to the gods. And the village rejoiced. But not all joy is born of truth, and not all seeds are sown in light. She was pregnant, yes, but not by Mike.